Alright. Let's continue. There's one thing that I remembered to do right when I started is to check Anju. Offensive ability points. Defensive ability. I don't know what that means. You know what? I might be able to find out. The stuff right here is crazy. They just got so much information here. I'm not gonna find anything there though. I don't think I'm gonna find what I want here either. Even though this is like everything. That's everything. Ability points. An ability point increases and/or various special effects when equipped and can be worn by any character. Ability points. I'm not gonna find anything, am I? I'm sure I could learn quite a bit by going over this stuff again. More progress you are in sync with at once, the less effect you will receive from each one. Really? Attacks are special attacks that do more damage the higher the target's level is. What? Various factors. Very helpful. Okay. Don't know what ability points are. As mentioned yesterday, I'm expecting another fight here. Because that save point was giga suspicious. I wonder if you can fight that boss without helping those people. I have full HP. I am. Alright. What you want to bet? Right before I hit the save point, we'll have to fight that boss. the suspected boss. I think this is where I'm supposed to go.
Hey, are you listening? Huh?
What?
Guess not. Guess they're ignoring us, Cecile. How sad.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Sorry, I was just daydreaming.
Didn't I just tell you to quit spacing out?
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry.
Did something happen with those two?
No, they've been like that since we met Prince Alf.
It's the double diva fight for Lark.
Oh, was it something Adele said?
Well, not so much Adele, but something Rifia said. Uh-oh.
Lark's taking off.
Aren't you worried about them, Rastin?
There's nothing we can say to help.
I think we're all just too curious about them.
Speak for yourself.
Digging up them holes, dig it. Alright, moment of truth. Made it to the save point. Didn't run into a fight yet. Okay. Interesting. Also, oh well, maybe when we go back to the lightship, we'll encounter a, oh, we should go do something. And then we'll go do something instead of grabbing the last Rogress.
The Senate should be ready to see us soon.
And then we're off to forge a truce with Vice?
We have to go to Carbunculus first to get the papers.
We should go to the Senate now.
Hey, Lark! Rifia! Come on!
Huh?
Eh? I'm sorry for all the stress. We're going to Carbunculus now?
Yeah, sure.
I've been here waiting for you, Mr. Lagoon.
That's Lagoon the Curse to you.
Are you really going to form a truce with the Empire?
I hear that Empire-controlled regions are starting to rebel. Their numbers are increasing by the day. They're almost the size of an army now. They're calling themselves Alf's Army.
What? So it's Alf pushing the rebellion, not the Republic.
It'd be fair to say that the Empire is tearing itself apart right now. They're spreading out their forces to deal with multiple simultaneous rebellions. The conditions are perfect for Emperor Mahat and his bloodthirsty son to sign a truce.
Can I ask you one question?
What is it?
Why a truce? Shouldn't you take this opportunity to strike back and reclaim your territory?
If the war drags on too long, both the Empire and the Republic will fall, won't they? Once the Code Disk investigation is over, that'll be the end of the Patriarch's Senate influence. We can't take an aggressive stance towards the Empire now.
All right, I promise I'll persuade Sir Vice to accept the truce.
Leslie will represent me. Good luck.
Just always something.
Phew. Finally.
Vice will be a tough nut to crack. Hope we can convince him.
You know, a lot of Surge's voice lines, the ones that sound awkward to me, it doesn't sound like a delivery thing. It sounds like they cut off his voice line like prematurely or something like that. Like there was more to that voice line and they just, you know, they chopped it up or something.
I'll pound his twisted spirit into shape with my fists of justice.
If only it were that simple.
Lorik?
Rifia, let me just say...
Hmm?
Don't pick sides for me, okay? I don't like to favor anyone.
That's why you're nice to everyone.
Hmm?
Never mind. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I was thinking about something last night and I don't remember what it was, but it was such a revelation. Kind of a little proud of myself for thinking of that. And now I've forgotten it, and I can never share it with anybody. Thus the woes of life. Where am I supposed to go? Artist zone. You know, they put so much effort into getting me here, but they don't. We need some like fast travel points in these big old cities. You know, take me to the top. Take me to the Senate. I always get bodied on that one. Any new guild stuff? Nothing. Alright, so we're gonna have to fight Service again. Gonna be like a truce? You suckafoos. You think I started a war? So then truce? And then we're probably gonna have to kill him. And then Alf is going to swoop in. He's going to be like, sucker what? Did exactly what I wanted to. Something, Real's law. And then we're all going to die. The end. Well, looks like someone has hit the rebellious phase. You mean Lark? Yeah, looks like he doesn't take straightforward kindness too well. He can't deal with things at face value. He's too shy to reveal his true feelings. He's going to lose something special one day if he stays that way. I suppose. Still, this is between Lark and Nico. Parents shouldn't get involved in the bickering of children. I know that. It's just, it makes me frustrated and anxious. Well, you've been there yourself. I just hope Nico starts to be a little more dependable. Well, he thought the same thing too the other day. Maybe it's a sign that he's changing. Diamant. They should allow me to dock at the lightship port on the top level. That would be kind of nice. Granted, I haven't technically tried extensively. It could be possible.
Did you hear about Lord Mahat passing away?
I did.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Well, what do you want?
Did the Emperor really pass away?
Yes, it hasn't been formally announced, but that's the rumor.
Did you hear that the Emperor died? Whoa, 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 whoa. The Emperor died? Really? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. That's the rumor anyways.
Maybe the prince had him killed for opposing war with the Republic.
Shh. You'll be put to death for treason if the military hears that.
What if he really was assassinated?
If that theory proves true, we're in for a long, long war.
Perhaps. Then again, perhaps his death is just what we need to end it.
Either way, without any official orders, there's only one thing for us to do right now. Right. Let's get to the castle and deliver this letter. We might be able to find out what's going on there.
Yeah. Boy, if that rumor about Vice killing him is true, things are gonna get pretty hairy.
Maybe it was the Emperor that was pushing for the war the whole time, and Vice just had enough of it. He was like, you know what? I'm not putting up with this no more. And here we are. I wanted to check something. I didn't have it equipped. That might actually be the counter. I didn't have block defense up. And I would assume that frantic defense is, you know, a defense. And, well, I guess it's not an action. I don't know. Not a really good way for me to test that out without going back to that boss and spending 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes getting it to 25% HP and having it frantic defense. Something I'm certainly curious about, but not going to spend the time to work with it. A little too much work. Granted, if a bunch of other bosses are going to be, well, I mean, a lot of bosses have been utilizing frantic defense. It's probably worth pursuing.
Hey, you're Larkbright Lagoon.
That's Lagoon the Curse to you.
I'm escorting a messenger from the head senator in Termilia.
What? What should we do? Just wait right there. Don't move.
What?
Ah, it's you. I wondered what all the ruckus was about.
My name is Leslie Ferrati. I am here on behalf of the head senator. May I please see the Emperor?
We want to stop the war between the Republic and the Empire. Please.
Shut your mouth, man.
What should we do, General?
Apprehend them. Anyone who sides with the Republic is an enemy of the Empire.
Okay. I guess this was to kind of be expected.
Hey! What are you doing? We're here with a message of peace.
Guess the Empire's in no rush to end this thing, huh?
If the Emperor was alive, they'd at least allow messengers inside.
So you think the rumor's true?
Oh, it is.
General Freya.
Before long, Prince Vice will take the throne, and any chance we had at a treaty will be gone.
We might even be put to death.
Get out.
What are you doing?
The Imperial Army is in a precarious situation. Sir Al's faction is colluding with the Republic to disrupt things from the inside. We can't expand the front. Besides, Sir Vice has no intention of talking with the Republic.
So why did you let us go?
We want you to stop Alf.
Just remember that this is all I can do for you. If you get caught by any watchman, I can't do anything to save you. But if you can somehow convince Sir Vice, we may be able to use the Emperor's death to end this.
So basically, you want us to do whatever we can to get to Sir Vice.
Yes, if you go now, you should be able to find him in the throne hall.
Okay, we owe you one.
Oh,
Why would you arrest us? Just to let us go. And then say, go do what you were going to normally go do. What are you doing?
What is it?
where's Nico? I don't see him anywhere.
He decided to leave us.
What? Why would he do that?
I don't know. I guess he just didn't want to cause us any more trouble. I'm sure he had his reasons.
Haven't you... no.
Anyway, we're short on time. Let's get this letter delivered.
He's the one most worried about Nico, you know. I wish he'd be more honest about it.
He's just at that difficult age in his life.
Lark!
Hold on. Look at that. You all hiding a save point down here? With healing? Ooh, and an item. Now I'm being selfish, but I strongly believe only you can convince Sir Vice. Is this a weapon I can pick up? Hey. Haute Claire. Protect. Becomes the target of attacks intended for one ally, lasts one round. You know what? That actually is interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder if that was there since the beginning of the game. Well, no smoke. I'll bust all y'all suckers up.
They've escaped!
Jeez, we got caught already?
We're gonna fight him, right?
Yeah, I don't think we have time for a diplomatic solution.
So much for being messengers of peace, eh?
Sorry.
Friends one day, enemies the next.
This is so silly. You could have just, you know, not done this. I'm gonna do that.
Cecile the Brave leads the
Here goes.
charge!
Smash you to bits.
Okay.
Follow
Y'all
your
didn't
lead.
die.
Right there!
I can't take it anymore. Here I go. Right there.
Ready for battle. See ya.
Can't be.
Okay, I was about to say, what a sucker. I mean, what a sucker, but what a sucker.
Eat this. See ya.
Can't be.
Here goes. See ya. We're all in good. Let's go before more of them show up.
All right, we're gonna have to change some stuff here. Physical attacks gain a chance to clear special protection effects. Nope. Gonna go back to the bread and butter, I guess. Don't need wind strike anymore. You want block defense. I don't remember what else we had. It was one of these. It was attack plus. and resist. Okay. And then for you, I need to figure out how to put in block critical. Okay. Now what? None of this stuff is incredibly helpful. Oops, I didn't want to do that. It still gives us the same problems. Even worse problems. Improves defend effectiveness. Add defense plus. Ooh, this one automatically comes with. We'll call it. Could go with that. That would be. I mean, wouldn't that essentially give me the same problem? Yeah, it would eventually be the same problem. We just change it to all resistance. The status effects is not helpful. I definitely feel like she needs whatever it is this is. Oh. It has to be here, and we have to go one here and then one here. Guess we're just not going to do this the way I want it to. And we missed out on... Oh, we don't have frantic defense. That's actually kind of important. Dang. SP auto cure is important too. You're at 2300 HP. Save MP. Oh yeah. There's an auto defense all the time, though. Maybe I just don't worry about this anymore. Alright. Let's go a little bit of offensive with a little bit of defensive. Alright, block critical. SP. Still puts us in a similar spot here. Which is unfortunate. I think if I could squeeze in auto defense here, that would have been ideal. I don't see a way to actually do that. Go with that. Guess with that. Is that better than that? It's essentially the same thing, isn't it? I guess we'll see what happens. We got busted up, and there's a heal point over here that's... Oh my gosh, you ran pretty quick.
No way!
Ready for battle. Here goes. See ya.
Not like
Out
this.
of my way. Ready for battle. Eat this. See ya.
Not like
That's
this.
it.
Wait, since when do you have auto defense?
It's not looking good.
Must answer my calling. Healing you, the hero arises.
Here goes.
Oh,
See ya.
block defense. Good
That
body,
was
sucker.
close. Getting better here.
Timely level. Yeah, so you have auto defense? Where did you get that? Oh, missed opportunity right there. Dukes? Dukes?
Well, well, puppet of Imaginal, did you come here to die?
I have a letter here from the head senator of the Republic that needs to be delivered to the Emperor.
I don't believe I've met you.
My name is Leslie Ferrati, and I am here on behalf of the head senator.
I suppose you're here to request a ceasefire. Another one of your divine revelations, no? I have no intention of siding with real or Imaginal. Though if my father was still alive, things would be different. He really did choose the perfect time to die.
North Noirism has no relation to this request. The choice was made solely by the Senate.
Unfortunately, I know that the Republic Senate is under the rule of North Noirism. Even if you weren't lying, you'd still have an insider reporting back to the North Noirists right now.
We will not allow any intervention by either the North Noirists or Imaginal.
How can you say that? Aren't you the child of Issa who chose Imaginal's law?
Alf's a child of Issa too.
Alf?
He has traveled the world, singing the praises of Real's law. But I don't get it. Why are we forced to choose between two gods?
I don't care. I'm not interested. Save it for someone who is. I live by my own rules.
Your rules don't matter. If Alf presents Real's law to Issa, the world will be crystallized.
So do you think you can save the world with Imaginal's law, then?
I don't know. I don't know which side is the right one. Maybe both of us are wrong.
You don't know? Ha! Makes sense. You being a mindless puppet works better for them. Give me that letter. I'll get back to you regarding the ceasefire. Come to my office tomorrow.
What is going on?
Nice job, Lark.
This makes the whole, getting thrown in prison and having to fight all the guards even more pointless and stupid and strange.
You think so?
Well, yeah. Prince Vice accepted the letter, didn't he?
Compared to almost being put to death, I suppose we're making some progress.
Don't hold your breath. The way things are going, we'll probably be in a jail cell tomorrow.
So what should we do until then? Let's go to Zamiel's school. They ought to have enough room for us.
Strange how Vice didn't seem too broken up over his father's death. Huh.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, man, people deal with grief in different ways. Relax. Hey, Yulamasa. Maybe pointless is too strong a word. Maybe I should have said stabless. Generally, you stab things with pointy stuff. Unless you're using a hammer, and you're stabbing someone with a hammer. I just know it. I'm getting so big. I might not get as big as Rifia, but at least I want to beat you, Leslie. Wait, what? Isn't Leslie taller? What? Well, you've grown bigger than me already. You think? I'm not that big yet. Well, there's no problem as long as you accept that. He's right. I don't know anyone of a higher caliber than you, Rifia. What about Serge? He said he was a high-class guy. Yeah, right. He's got so little class you can't even measure it. You're probably right. Cecile, if you were a big old empty bowl, what would you fill yourself up with? Compassion, I think. Why's that? Well, being able to understand the emotions of others is what a true hero is all about. I just know you'll become a beloved hero someday. Thanks, I'll definitely try my best. Compassion. If I was a bowl, I'd fill myself up with some tacos. I was playing through Namco X Capcom. The word goes with that game. Great game pick for Grayson. I saw you playing a little of that, I want to say like 2 days ago. And one thing that really stood out to me was the character models. I didn't get to see like actually any gameplay. It was just some dialogue that was happening. And the like character models, I think it's like a tactics game maybe or something. But they just like they squish and then they unsquish and then they squish and then they unsquish, and that's just how they move. It's like these images that just do that. And I'm just like, that's kind of weird. You know, no animations, no nothing. Nothing. You guys are out of formation.
Lark, you're alive!
Where's my money, Elena?
Sorry to worry you, Mom.
Elena, long time no see.
Leon? What are you doing here with everyone?
Oh, so Serge really is Leon. Boy, what a disappointment.
Shut up!
I hope you're taking care of Lark for me, Serge. You too, Rastin.
I will protect him with my life.
By the way, Elena, we need to talk.
What is it?
Lord Mahat passed away.
What? So the rumors were true?
Prince Vice said so.
That can't be.
Mom!
Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I'm just a little tired, that's all. Let me rest for a bit. Please, make yourselves at home. Wow, she was really shaken.
I wonder why she's so upset.
Let's leave her alone, Lark.
But...
We should get some rest ourselves.
Okay, let's get some sleep and be ready for tomorrow.
Huh.
The finding does have all the animation. On the map, they're just small, no detailed pixel models. Okay, okay. I gotcha. What are we supposed to do now? Running heads to the regent's office. Oh. Okay. Thought we were going to talk to Mama. I'm going to go save again. Remember, folks, you can never save too much. Master Samuel's martial arts school. It must be so lonely there now. Well, that's understandable. After all, both of its teachers are gone. Elena's looking after the school right now, isn't she? Yeah, it's a bit too much for my mom to look after. Too bad I'm not there. Didn't Grandpa Samuel leave anything to anyone? I mean, like a will. Oh yeah, he told me. What did he say? Said he was going to leave his house to Elena. And the martial arts school was to be left to Adele, or Elena if she had gone back to Alkina. Wow, Samuel must have really cared about Elena's welfare. Have the two of you ever fallen in love with someone? Well, that question was kind of out of the blue. Well, it's kind of like fighting. The best defense is a good offense. The smallest wound can prove fatal, but you can't fight if you are constantly afraid of getting hurt. Okay, so what are you trying to say? Assess the situation. Learn when to attack and when to flee. Don't let them think they can easily trick you. Real fighters look for mentors who can give them good experience. Women need to be smart and strong. In other words, stay on equal footing with your opponent. Exactly. Better yourself, and you'll naturally come across a great guy. Oh, are we talking about love? Because all that sounds like tips for becoming a warrior. To battle! Man, today doesn't feel like a Saturday to me. Feels like a Thursday. I had to double check. I was like, man, is today Thursday? Alright, I think if they'll let me, I'll try to go down into the prisons again and save there. I have a feeling we're gonna have to fight. And, as we all know, I do not want no smoke. Oh my gosh, you suckafoos. You suckafoos. Alright. Yo, one-winged chimera angel. Bring it on. Peace, what a lazy approach. The prince will never listen to what a pest like you has to say. Jeez. That guy's always so disrespectful to me. Should have went in here during the whole I'm fighting everybody thing.
Ah, you're here.
Sir, we'd like your response to the letter from yesterday.
Before that, have a look at this.
What? It's a rock.
I can feel a code emanating from it.
This is the Meridian Bible.
This stone?
I wouldn't touch it if I were you, unless you want to be cursed like me. The Meridia family is guarded by a pact with Issa. Anyone with Meridian blood is protected from disease and will live until their hearts can no longer beat.
So that's their secret. But if that's the case, then what's wrong with your arm?
23 years ago, my mother was poisoned by the Queen. To save her, I broke the seal guarding this forbidden stone and tried to form a pact with Issa. It was then that I and my father saw it. The Meridian Bible was being manipulated by someone.
Manipulated? But isn't this a rock?
A code is sealed within the stone. Originally, this code was simply the Meridia family precept.
Why are you telling us this? I know we'll get to the point eventually, but it's just so strange. I guess the sequencing of events that's going on.
But 700 years ago, a pandemic struck and much of the imperial family fell ill. To ensure their survival, the hierarch of Noirism formed a pact to protect those of royal blood. That pact with Issa was inscribed into this stone, which in turn became what is known as the Meridian Bible. If something was overwritten or changed, that is probably when it happened.
What was changed?
It seems the part about our empire being formed in order to kill the god Issa has been erased.
Kill Issa?
Originally, this world had no gods. Humans created the gods, and now the gods rule over them. That's why that passage was written.
What are you talking about? People can't just create gods.
I don't know the truth, but I do know that the possibility exists. So I thought that people should be able to control their own destinies. That's where you come in, Lark.
What do you want me to do?
Gather the Rogress, and when you reach the domain of the god Issa, I want you to kill him. If you can promise me that, I will agree to a ceasefire with the Republic.
Huh.
Okay. Interesting.
So, what do you think?
I can't do it. I don't even know what a god really is. Can a human even kill something like that? How can I make any promises?
I see. Very well then.
What, that's it? Please, if you could reconsider.
I will honor your request for a ceasefire.
Really?
The signing of the treaty will be at Batrachides, which will become the new border between our nations.
Sir Vice, thank you so much.
That is all. You may leave now.
I'm still confused. This is totally a door. We're pitiful clowns dancing on a set created by gods. If you say it, mean it. Honor your contract, mercenary. I don't work for you anymore, sucker. My contract is over. Now where we're going. That's to the Senate. What a weird conversation that was. I'm gonna give you this backstory about all this stuff.
I was worried there for a bit, but everything worked out. Thanks,
Yeah.
Lark.
Yeah, there's something, he's gonna like attack them or something like that at this peace treaty.
Don't thank me. I didn't really do anything. Why did Sir Vice decide to accept our ceasefire proposal?
Maybe he just felt like it. We better tell the director before he changes his mind.
Yeah, but you know Sir Vice. He may have agreed to it. But he might be planning to attack the Republic anyway, or kill the director.
We need his trust for this ceasefire. But we need to be cautious as well.
What is a god anyway?
Rifia?
Just out of nowhere. What is that rock over there?
Sorry. But if what Prince Vice said is true, gods are man-made beings that rule over us.
But we don't even know if what was written in that Bible is true.
It's an interesting story, but gods and the church have nothing to do with this ceasefire. Let's get this taken care of before we have another religious debate, okay?
Lark's right. No point bringing the gods into this. For now, we need to get to the director in Carbunculus and inform her of what's going on.
Okay.
I hate when games do this. You know, it's like I know that Rifia just like came out of the blue with that, but we need to have that conversation that humans made gods. You know, that's important information that we need to talk about. And there's no reason why we can't talk about it right now. All we're doing is delivering some information. There's plenty of walking time to deliver the information. There's plenty of flying time on the light ship to do all that too. So, yeah, there's no point in waiting. What if this whole thing about the gods is actually relevant to what's going to happen at the Senate meeting? Y'all ain't thinking about that. I'm thinking about that. Don't you think Vice has a bit of a soft spot for Lark? Oh, well, he used to trust him, right? He didn't hesitate in throwing him to the wolves with the missions in Okina and Carbunculus, though. Yeah, his attitude changed the instant he found out I was the child of Issa. Well, one thing's certain, he had an emotional attachment to you. That worked to our advantage, no? It led to the ceasefire talks. Still, I'd like to ask him the next time we see him. Be my guest. I don't really care how he feels anyway. Still wonder, though. And I will say, it is super annoying to have characters constantly berate us for the decisions we've made. And they're like, you don't know nothing. You made the wrong choice. And it's like, you could help me understand why I made the wrong choice. Is that a guilt? No. Instead of just yelling at me all the time, you know, I'm like, dang, man. Maybe I'll change my mind. You know, people change their minds. Happens in game development too. But, you know, gamers are going to yell at you regardless. I should probably mark, actually. Yeah, we'll fly over there. What's the worst that could happen? Hey, Serge. Tell me about some of the contracts the Lord Knights undertook. Why would you want to hear about that old stuff? Well, there's something I've wanted to ask about for a while. I heard you defeated an entire army division. Oh, that's true and false. What do you mean? We were just mercenaries. We may have been skilled, but we were no match for an army that big. So we decided that no matter what, we just wouldn't lose. Wouldn't lose? It was Rex's plan. He said, if we don't lose, we can tell people we won and make them believe that we've done something great. After all, we're no match for an army division that big. So what did you do? It was easy. We ran. We only fought small isolated battles we could win. And then, we engaged and fell back repeatedly until we'd achieved 25 victories at little cost. Rumor did the rest. That's incredible. Yeah, Lark, your father was pretty amazing. Not to mention, an all-around great guy. Okay. This way. I like the full high music. Go ahead, Mark.